Open three is good.
Shot pours a goal. Oh, Schwitzer.
Nice.
Tough shooting and score.
Welcome to Sports Jam for the week of November 7th. I'm Jay Wilcox.
I'm John Jacobson. Today on the show, we have highlights from a big round of football playoffs. We'll meet a Maple Grove cross-country standout at our Sports Jam Spotlight.
Plus hear from a state-bound local volleyball team from Champlin Park. And up first, cross-country state meet. It was a strong year in the area, especially on the boys' side. At least 3 local runners and a boys' team figured to have a good shot at winning a title. An unseasonably warm day for the state meet at St. Olaf in Northfield. Patrick Roos of Edina is the boys' AA winner with a time of 15:36.4. Wayzata's Khalid Hussein takes second place. Hopkins' Seth Eliason is 4th, and Maple Grove's Alex Miley collapses and has to crawl across the finish line for 5th place. Wayzata wins the team title with the Crimson 3rd. In the girls' race, Farmington 8th grader Anna Fensky destroys the field, finishing more than 30 seconds ahead of the runner-up. The top local finisher is Wayzata's J.C. Thompson in 13th place. We talked to Wayzata's Hussein after the boys' race.
As a team, like none of us, we've seen other people like grades above us, like win state. We saw Jarrett win individually state last year, but like us and our new coach, Coach Pop, like we've never like won a team title. Like our team is Coach Pop is a head coach, so we just wanted to hopefully close well today, finish what we started this season.
Wayzata wins the boys' title with ease. It's their 9th title in program history and 6th in the past 10 seasons. Edina is 2nd and a good showing for Maple Grove in 3rd with Mounds View 4th. Edina edges Wilmer for the girls' AA title with Minnetonka 3rd. No girls teams from our viewing area qualified for the state meet.
The Champlin Park and Wayzata volleyball teams played a great 5-set match in the 2015 Section 5 3A final. This year wasn't much different. The Trojans and Rebels battle again with a state tournament berth on the line. Champlin Park takes the lead early in set 1. The Hilley's kill puts the Rebels ahead 7-4. Wayzata's Mackenzie Greshel sets back to Morgan Bowfield, part of a 9-0 Trojans run, and they win set 1 25-17. The Rebels turn the tables in the second set. Izzy Ashburn and Maria Claflin. Champlin Park wins 25-16 to even the match at 1 apiece. Third set, Wayzata's Olivia Roberts gets the tip at the net for a point. Trojans take the set 25-20 to go ahead 2-1. In the fourth set, Greshel sets up Kate Berg for the kill. Trojans up 17-15 within 8 points of winning the match. But the Rebels rally. Emma Schmidt's kill late helps Champlin Park win 10 of the last 14 points, evening the match at 2. In the fifth set, it's back and forth. Paige Hagelin's ace makes it 7-6 Wayzata. Later, Hilley comes through with another of her 34 kills in the match. With the Rebels up 14-13, they get nice saves from both Brianna Gore and Izzy Ashburn, and then Wayzata's return is wide to end the match. Champlin Park wins their 3rd straight section title. We'll hear from the Rebels later in the program. The Rebels are the number 2 seed for the Class 3A tournament and meet Roseville at 11 o'clock Thursday at XL Energy Center in the quarterfinals.
Hopkins has also had a great volleyball season. The Royals look to repeat as Section 6 3A champions when they face Bloomington Jefferson Saturday. Hopkins grabs an early lead in set 1 and never looks back. Greta Werner with the down ball here to take the opening set 25-15 for the Royals. Vicki Swenson's team has pushed more in the second, but they still prevail. The Jaguars get the block on Jane Nelson's hit, but Jasmine Martin puts it away for the Hopkins point. Off the Jefferson serve, the Royals get into their offense as Tara Lee sets to Martin. The blockers are up late. Hopkins takes the second set 25-19. In the third set, Hopkins goes left side to Werner, and she pounds it off the block for a point. A few minutes later, the Royals are holding up a trophy as they sweep Jefferson for the Section 6 title.
They had a scrappy team. We knew coming in they were going to be scrappy. They had a big block, so in practice we really worked on hitting around them and just covering our hitters and playing smart.
Third seed Hopkins will take on Moorhead in the state Class 3A quarterfinals Thursday at 11 a.m.
In Class A, Heritage Christian Academy met Nova Classical for the Section 4A title. Sophie Jesuits hit, helping HCA tie the first set at 18. Maddie Torvey to Bella Leon for a kill, and the Eagles win the first set 25-23. Set 2, Jordan Allen puts down an overpass for a 13-7 Heritage lead. But the set tightens up. Serafina Rivera with an ace serve for Nova, cutting the Eagles' lead to 17-16. At 21-20, Margaret Wetterstrom gets a huge kill for the Eagles. They go on to win the set 25-20. Set 3, Heritage sets up Leon, but Maggie Jones and Amanda Simkovich are there, and they get the block for the Knights. Corby drops in a nice hit just inside the back line for a 19-16 Eagles lead. Then on championship point, Allen's hit gets down for a kill. Heritage Christian Academy wins in 3 to head back to the state tournament.
You want to be tested as much as you can to prepare you for what's ahead, because it's going to be the best of the best when we get to state. So this was a great preparation, and my hat's off to that team. They did a great job.
We have a lot of returners, and so I think that'll help us. Last year, it was so new, the big court, all the lights, and so I think coming in this year with, 1 year at state under our belts will really help us.
4th seed Heritage takes on 5th seed Underwood in the Class A quarterfinals Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock.
In boys soccer, number 2 seed Wayzata tried to knock off number 1 Stillwater in the Class AA final. In the first minute of the match, Patrick Weah gets a great chance, but a defender and goalkeeper Fred LeClaire combined to stop him. Later in the first half, Kohei Adams drills the bouncing ball. Colin Kubinski with a great diving save for Wayzata to keep it 0-0 at halftime. Early in the second half, off a long throw-in for Stillwater, there's a header, and then the ball's deflected over to Coleman Farrington. He puts it away. Stillwater is up 1-0. Then they get a corner kick, and Adams will chip a ball that goes off the crossbar, but hits a Wayzata defender who is in the goal. And it counts as a goal for the Ponies. Stillwater wins 2-0. It's Wayzata's 6th time as runner-up.
In the Class A girls soccer final, Benilde St. Margaret's face Mankato West in the championship match. Benilde strikes early. Amanda Cassidy taking a pass from Mar Noble, rips a shot in for a goal 25 seconds into the match. Great start for Benilde that gets them on top of the Scarlets early. Same score later in the half. Vivian Chenal to Noble for a clean look at the net, and she scores, making it 2-0 Benilde at halftime. West gets their best scoring chance here on this free kick that gets away from Benilde. Goalie Claire Bersini almost goes in. The Scarlets think the ball is in. No goal to call, though, and it stays 2-0. Scarlets finally get on the board for real here. McKenna Beisman crossing it to Rachel Lutke, who scores before barreling into the back of the net, and that's a 2-1 score. And they nearly tie it late. Lutke on a 2-on-1 shoots it past Grazzini, but the ball's just wide of the Red Knights' net. Benilde hangs on to win 2-1 to win another Class A state championship. After the match, All-State midfielder Noble looked back at her Benilde career.
I think winning freshman year in the Metrodome was just amazing, and that really motivated me today especially. And it was just amazing feeling to win, and it was emotional and also exciting at the same time. So.
And congratulations to the Red Knights. Tough finish for Wayzata. Still a great season for the Trojans.
Yeah, as their coach said, when you go all the way to the last day of the season before losing, you can't really consider it a tough season, but obviously they came out just on the short end of that one. Stay with us. Highlights from some exciting football playoff clashes coming up next on Sports Jam.
Welcome back to Sports Jam. We're to the state tournament now in prep football.
Just a few local teams are left standing after some thrillers on Friday, including Matt Lombardi and Maple Grove facing Edina in Class 6A. The Hornets jump out early. Brock Boltman is right on target to Parker Rickard, who splits the defenders at midfield, makes one cutback and breezes into the end zone. It's an 81-yard touchdown on Edina's first possession. Later in the first quarter, the same combination. Rickard spins out of a seemingly impossible situation, leaving tacklers reaching as he gets down the sideline and scores to make it 14-0 Hornets. Down 17-0, a similar looking play for Maple Grove, but fewer defenders around. Brad Davison hits Kai Carlson, and he gets in for the touchdown. Maple Grove pulls within 17-16. Late in the first half, Edina driving and looking for more, but Curtis Haugen comes up with a big interception for the Crimson, so they go into halftime still within 17-6. Late in the third quarter, Davison rolls left and threads a nice pass to Jack Dugan in the end zone. A two-point conversion pulls the Crimson within 17-14. And they have a clutch drive late. Watch this. 4th and 1. Davison is nearly sacked, but he gets it to Teddy Rash, who breaks a tackle and just stretches enough for a big first down. After another big fourth down conversion, Davison on the quarterback draw, and he smashes into the end zone for the winning touchdown in a 21-17 thriller. They didn't panic after falling behind.
You know, we're used to it. I don't know if that's a good thing. We start down quite a bit, so we're kind of used to it, but we showed a lot of persistence and a lot of tough grit, heart. So I'm really proud of my teammates and the way they performed. I think the offensive line stepped up huge at the end.
Maple Grove now faces Eden Prairie in the state quarterfinals Friday at Chanhassen High School. The Eagles beat the Crimson during the regular season.
Champlin Park also had a great battle in the second round of the 6A playoffs, only they were the team playing with the lead. Champlin Park on the road to play Eastridge, a team that knocked out Osseo in 2014 and Maple Grove last year. Second quarter, Rebels quarterback Chad Costello hit from behind by the Raptors' Garrett Ewell. He also recovers for Eastridge at the Champlin Park 7. They scored a few plays later to take a 7-0 lead. The Rebels come right back down the field to score. Romello Atkins, with a good second effort here, gets into the end zone for a touchdown, tying the game up at 7. Just before halftime, the Rebels score again. Costello, quick pass to Deontay Bronson. He goes 26 yards for the touchdown. Champlin Park leads 14-7 at the half. Third quarter, the Raptors fly down the field and score on their first drive. Ty Okada to Zach Bennett, 25-yard touchdown, ties the game at 14. But the Rebels were able to move the ball most of the night. Atkins gets loose here on a 34-yard run deep into Eastridge territory and set up another Champlin Park touchdown, but the Rebels ahead 21-14. Next drive for Eastridge. Bennett makes the catch, but Amani Spencer forces a fumble. Bronson recovers for Champlin Park. And the Rebels cash in on a 4th and 7 play. Costello goes up top to a wide open Marcus Hill for a touchdown early in the fourth quarter. It's 28-14 Rebels. They later add another score to make it 35-14. Eastridge mounts a furious comeback, scoring 3 touchdowns in 7 minutes, including this sprint to the end zone by quarterback Okada. The Raptors scored with 1 second to play and needed 2-point conversion to tie the game with a pass to Marcus Haskins, broken up by Kofi Amasu, and the celebration is on. The Rebels then recover the ensuing onside kick. They are headed to the state football playoffs with a thrilling 35-33 win.
Feels great. Yeah, the kids, the players they just played well, and I'm so proud of them. I mean, that was a fight, and we knew it was going to be. That's a good football team.
This is huge. This is huge for us. We know we can win any game against any opponent, and we just came out here and did our thing tonight and came away with the win.
Rebels take on Rosemont Friday at Woodbury High School in the state 6A quarterfinals. After our first round win over Farmington, the Hopkins football team ran into a wall in the Class 6A playoffs when the Royals traveled to Totino Grace to play the unbeaten Eagles. First quarter, Eagles run the reverse. Gayflor Flomo gets loose down the sideline for a 46-yard touchdown run, and it's 14-0 Grace. Second quarter, Kyle Halverson floats the pass, well defended by Hopkins, but Joe Russell comes down with it for an Eagles touchdown, and it's 21-0. Fourth quarter, Grace linebacker Jared Florell, nice interception on the pass over the middle. He returns it to the 6-yard line to set up yet another Eagles touchdown. Totino Grace dominates, winning 41-0 to advance to the state playoffs.
It feels awesome, especially playing quality opponents like Hopkins here, and last week Coon Rapids, and all the big schools being up here, having this great opportunity to have these games like this where they're highly competitive. I mean, it's just a blessing to be able to be one of those last few teams left.
Tutino Grace plays Lakeville North in the 6A quarterfinals on Thursday night, which should be a great game. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock at Kuhlman Field near the Edina Community Center.
Cooper's only regular season loss came against Spring Lake Park in the final game before the playoffs. The Hawks got a rematch with the Panthers in the Section 5 5A final. Spring Lake Park's Anthony Fleischfresser is in on the dive play for a quick 7-0 Panthers lead. They don't throw much, but they do go play action here. Zach Ogile hits Kelvin Curria for the TD, and a 2-point conversion makes it 15-0 Panthers after 1 quarter. After another Panthers score, Cooper gets it going. Cameron King hits Pedro Amusu, and he breaks a tackle to get to the end zone. Cooper is down 22-7 at halftime. Third quarter, and watch the bulldozing run by Nick Robinson for Spring Lake Park. He powers in for a 29-9 lead. Cooper responds as King hits Phoenix Sproles with the short pass. He gets a block and gets to the sideline. Sproles will just cross the goal line before he's knocked out of bounds, but it is not enough. Cooper falls 39-20.
And in Section 5 4AJ, it's Benilde St. Margaret's beating Holy Angels 44-29, so they move into the state playoffs, and they'll play Cloquet in the state quarterfinals Friday night at Chisago Lakes High School.
Yeah, getting down to the crunch time here in all classes, so good luck to all the local teams still left. Still to come on Sports Jam, meet a Maple Grove cross-country runner who had a big season and helped his team to a strong finish. Alex Miley led the Maple Grove boys cross-country team to a third-place finish at the state meet this past weekend. Jason Melillo profiles the Crimson Senior in this week's Sports Jam Spotlight.
Cross-country coach Matt Gifford affectionately calls Alex Miley a goofball.
He's always been one that doesn't take life too seriously, which is a lot of fun for me as a coach. I don't have to worry about him getting too serious and getting too worked up about things.
But Miley's carefree demeanor belies his commitment to running. The Crimson Senior won the Northwest Suburban Conference meet and Section 5AA meet for the second year in a row and went into the state meet as the #1 ranked runner in the state.
I sit back a little more. I'm a little more conservative, and pacing-wise, and I usually the second mile I try to stay mentally tough and pass the guys that are faltering a little bit. But I mean, through the times that I've been racing, my coaches have definitely helped me with that. Getting used to my role, just like as the team, but also as a runner, I need to understand how to run and what suits me best.
Miley has run for MG since 8th grade. He made the state meet for the first time as a sophomore, and last fall as a junior took 7th place. This year, prior to the conference and section meets, Miley won the Malacca Mega Meet and says he's become a better runner by competing at big meets.
Getting hardened mentally is very important, but it takes experience as well. You need to run a lot of races to understand what other guys do and how yourself can improve. So throughout the years, the experience has definitely helped me mentally, and it just, you're in your own responsibility, and you're accountable for your own actions, which is something that I sometimes enjoy, sometimes don't, but in most cases I enjoy that.
I don't think I've seen Alex run a race that I've been disappointed in for 3 years straight. I mean, he's just that solid and that consistent. I think last year he really started, partway through last year, he really started to believe that he was as good as he is. You know, and I think that was a big deal, is just having the confidence that he can win races, he can step out and do that.
At Saturday's state meet, there was added incentive for Miley because he wasn't running solo. The Crimson advanced to state as a team for the first time since 2010, giving Miley the opportunity to race with his friends one more time.
Going to state as a team is exponentially greater than going by myself. I know just having the team atmosphere there to bring along to state is awesome. And just seeing the guys compete well and being able to go themselves is excellent and great to see.
Alex Miley is still undecided about where he'll go to college, but he will be a competitive runner at the next level. And as good as Miley is now, he might just be getting started.
I can see Alex progressing a lot. He's a really strong kid physically. I think he's got the tools to be able to run really at any level. So we'll see. I think wherever he goes, he's going to thrive because he's a great leader, he's a great kid, he's a great teammate, and he's, a heck of a runner. And I think he's going to get a lot faster. He just hasn't really found that next level even yet. So.
That's Jason Melillo reporting. Sports Jam returns in a moment as John talks with the state tournament-bound Champlin Park volleyball team.
Welcome back to Sports Jam. As you saw earlier in the program, Champlin Park's volleyball team's headed back to the state Class 3A tournament. They win Section 5 for the 3rd straight year, and they join us now on the show. Let's start with Sydney Hilley, who's a veteran of this Champlin Park program. And Sydney didn't look good there for a while against Wayzata in the final. Tell me about the resolve it took for you guys to come back and win.
Yeah, this was a really up and down match. Momentum, we're going both ways. We knew it was going to be competitive going in, and we were just saying one by one, it's not over yet, we got this, and I'm glad we came through in the end.
Your team, I thought, did look pretty relaxed during those timeouts during the 5th set. Did you feel pretty calm as a team?
Yeah, that was our goal coming into this. We knew that they were going to hit us and we were going to hit back, and we just wanted to stay calm and focused the whole time.
For you, what does this mean going back to the state tournament for a 3rd year? You're a senior.
I couldn't ask for a better way to end my senior year, and this year I want to go further. I want to go all the way, and I think we can do it.
What does it take to earn 3 more wins against some good competition down at the X?
Every single game we play there is going to be competitive. They're all good teams, so we just got to be ready to focus on our side.
Congratulations on this. We'll see you Thursday.
Thank you so much.
Kaitlyn, Weimerskirch, 2nd year to the state tournament. You're just a sophomore. For you, what is this opportunity like to get back to state?
It means so much, like just doing it for the seniors, doing it for the people around us. Our team is great. The other team was great. It was a great battle.
You fell behind 2 sets to 1. What was the message in the huddle from Coach Yunker and the coaches?
We knew that it was going to be a battle from the start. They told us that they were going to come out and play strong. We just got to play our game and keep doing it what we do.
How important is it just to get ready for every single point? Because every point, especially in that 5th set, it's huge.
Yeah, you have to reset before every point. Like, if you get down on yourself, you're never going to come back. So I think we did a pretty good job. The other team did too.
Back to state, you guys have a lot of state tournament experience. Does that help when going to XL, bigger, different court, different setting all around?
Yeah, definitely. It's really nerve-wracking coming out there at the beginning, but once you get into it, it gets better.
Good luck at the state tournament.
Thank you.
Coach Yunker, your team ended up losing that 1st set. How did you regather them and get that 2nd set win?
I think it was just preparation coming in. We talked to them. It's going to be a battle. We knew that. Wayzata has a lot of great players, great coaching staff. Scott always has his teams prepared at the end of the season. So I think that mindset coming in helped. The 1st set we would have liked to have kept that lead and gone, but then it just honestly after that the coaches kind of got out of the way and let the girls go. They've taken ownership of this team since last November, and they've never really needed a push from us or anything like that. And I think that's what happened again. Was we just kind of got out of the way and they just talked about it amongst themselves, and we gave them a couple pointers here and there. But as far as the resiliency, they just kept patting each other on the back and saying, "We got the next one. We got the next one," and then couldn't be prouder of our group.
What do you say about this Wayzata volleyball team that's battled you so tough the last 2 years here?
I wish they were in another section. They're just a really talented team. And I mean that wholeheartedly, like not because we have to play them, but because they should be at the state tournament as well. I mean, they're a team that's for the last 2 years should be a team that's down there at the Excel Center, and because of the way the sections fall out, we have to battle each other, 2 top 10 teams in our section, and it's unfortunate that one team's not able to go.
Good luck at state.
Thank you very much.
Champlin Park volleyball team headed back to the Class 3A tournament for the 3rd straight season. We'll take a break and come back with more Sports Jam. First, though, our plays of the week.
Gorillas wearing ties. I mean, it is a nut house in here.
Ashburn back to Sydney Hilley. Champlin Park back to state for the 3rd straight year.
And that's it for this week.
See you next time here on Sports Jam.